Dude, that is freaking clean as it gets right there. That is stupid clean looking. What's going on, guys? So in today's video, we're going to be completely transforming the front of the OBS. There's a couple simple, pretty inexpensive mods that you can do to these trucks, and really any truck, that just makes them look so much better. So if we look over here at the Silverado, I know these lights specifically are not everybody's cup of tea, but just getting rid of the factory orange things and just a couple paint to match stuff, it completely transforms it and makes it look so much better than stock. And if we come over here to Larry, which don't mind the Lieutenant Dan mod, the clear lights on here, it just ties in so much better than the ugly, usually really cloudy and just disgusting factory lights. It looks so much better. Got crap like this, busted up side marker. This thing just looks crappy. It's busted up right here. So we're gonna be replacing all this. And so here's the before. We'll refer back to this at the end of the video. But first things first, let's get this crud off the bumper. It's got a bunch of push tabs around the center, and then on these corners, there's 2 bolts. We're just gonna grab them with some needle nose, twist them off, and then should be able to unscrew them by hand. You can probably get a socket in there, but it's a little more complicated. So we're just gonna take some needle nose, pry them out of there. So I am not reusing this trim. So I'm actually gonna use some scissors or cutters, cut this down close to the bolt so that we don't have to unscrew it all the way. And that'll save us some time and energy because it is just rubber. We won't have to unscrew it as far. Just like that. So there's your bolt. It's just one of those little, whatever you want to call these. Cut that head down, pull it out. We got one more. It's gonna be just the same. Moment of truth. Let's see how horrible it is back behind here. Oh yeah, that is scrumptious. These guys just pop out all the way around. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's gonna take some serious cleaning up. All right, so now I gotta do the same thing. Pull the 2 bolts off from in there. We'll have this off, and then we can start to try to bring some life back into this. Take some detail spray. That's actually coming off pretty good. It's just 20 years of dirt and debris stuck in there. All right, so pretty clean back behind it, right? But we have this real hard line where it has been exposed top and bottom. And as well, we have all these holes now, which we will address in a minute. But I want to show y'all how I polish up my chrome to where you don't have this really big difference between. So I believe this is going to be a good corner to show y'all on. We're going to be using some all-in-one Clean Polish Protect from Shine Supplies. I've had this stuff literally forever and recently started using it and have had some pretty good luck with it. We're just going to be using it by hand. Put us a generous amount on here. And we're just going to work it in. A lot of elbow grease into this process. All right, so a couple minutes of extreme elbow grease. I think you can see the dramatic difference. I mean, you can see that hard line right there, and it almost completely goes away. With a lot more struggling or using a machine, you could definitely polish this whole thing up really quick. Oh yeah, you can see it right there to right there. This in the middle looks freaking awesome. So I'm not gonna go too hardcore on it today. Just wanna get it nice and clean. Quick hand polish done. It's not perfect, but my drill is dead. I was gonna use it as well and show y'all that, but a million times better than it was. Just so much better of a shine. Really nice. Like I said, still see a little bit of a line, but overall, that's like a million times better. Anyways, now you got that real nice, clean, all chrome bumper, but you do have the holes. So if you run down, probably a lot of y'all already know what we're doing. If you run down to your local parts store, you can get what some might consider ricey chrome trim. 3/4 inch, it's 12 foot long. It's gonna be perfect to cover up these holes. Yes, we will still have the 2 from the tag, but it's gonna look so much better. So let's go ahead and unroll this, stretch it across there, and fill in those holes. I'm also gonna wash this off before, because we do have all that polish and detail mist on here, and I want this to stick properly, so we don't need all that crud on there. So just take some soap, wash it down, dry it real good, and then we're gonna stick this on there, and it should give it a much better look. So it started to rain a little bit, so we're gonna put this on hold. I did wash this off, but we're gonna go ahead and tackle these ugly things right here. These things going back on. So we're gonna take the grill out and then get access to those corner markers. 4 up top. One guy right there. As you can see, I've got one of my bulbs out. It was messed up. Go ahead and remove the other side. We're gonna get in here, get some of these tabs pulled back, and then it'll pop out. All right, hopefully y'all can see. There's these little tabs. Just lift them up, and then you can pull that out. You also need to reach up in here and take your little side markers out. All right, let's go ahead and get these stock corner lights off. That is a 1/2 inch. Oh gosh, that is gross. All right, there we are. So let's see what we're replacing them with. All right, so I will have a link to these in the description. Good Amazon special find, super cheap. I think they're only like $20. Hopefully they will stand the test of time and be nice. But they are 1,000,000%. I mean, that looks so good. Out with the horrible cheddar cheese and in with the new clears. It's gonna look sick. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the caps on the back, swap the other side over. We'll get this thing installed back in the truck, see what it looks like. So unfortunately they did sell me the wrong bulbs. They gave me like the normal pop-in rather than these. So I won't be able to install any clear bulbs into here. I'll just go get them swapped out and change them out in the next video or something. But so much better so far. It will not quit raining. So I pulled the front end in here. I'm gonna get this all dried up, stick that on, then we'll get this thing out and see what it's like. So we got probably, I don't know, 3 foot left over. I'm gonna press this on really good and let it secure before we take it out and check it out because it is still raining. So I guess next up, we're gonna get this thing outside, do some B-roll, show y'all how freaking good it looks. So let's do it. All right guys, well there she is. I think this came out absolutely amazing. It looks so much better and it just changes the whole color of the truck. I mean, it makes it look a lot more light. Dude, that is freaking clean as it gets right there. That is stupid clean looking. That looks so good. And all this is preparation for them big chromies that is gonna look out of this world on this thing. I know a lot of people are probably saying take the trim off the side, but I'm honestly a little worried about it being rough underneath there. I don't want to have any lines or anything messed up because the paint on this truck is pretty dang good, and I just don't want to take it off and have big lines because yeah, we had that issue with Larry and I don't really feel like dealing with it. So probably won't take that trim off. I don't think it looks bad with the trim on there, and in some cases I think it looks better with that trim rather than it just being completely bare on the sides. It all ties in together. I'm not taking the ones off of the rear. I know some people take this off and do that same trim on the rear, but I don't think I like that. My old OBS didn't have this bottom piece either, and it just looked really awkward with this just hanging off the top. So leaving the rear as is. Probably will leave the side molding on there as well. And yeah, I mean, she might could go for like a chrome toolbox. Maybe we will take the trim off and then maybe put some new on there so it's nice and shiny again. But whew, I'm really loving the front end of this thing. The corner markers, they completely changed it, as well as taking that front trim off the bumper. It looks so much better, and that crap is pretty hard to lay straight. Well, I got a little uneven over there on that side, but it's all right. I'll probably straighten it out, but either way, it's not nothing crazy. So the awesome thing about this is I think I only have about $40 in this. So obviously I already had the clear headlights, which will cost you a little bit more than that. But the corner markers, I think we're on Amazon for 20 bucks. And then the chrome trim, you can get that at O'Reilly's or Advance for right at $20 as well. So I'll have a link to them in the description, but for like 40 bucks, if you've already got some clear heads, or even if you got stock ones, well, I probably wouldn't put it with the stock ones. I'd get clear heads and the corners at the same time if you have completely stock headlights. That way it doesn't look odd. But for, even if you had to do headlights with it as well, you're looking at like 80 bucks, 60 to 80 bucks. So this whole thing could be done for like 150. Dude, so good, so freaking good. And I know some people are probably gonna say like do billet inserts or whatever. I'm probably gonna do the whole grill because I like the grill that you can get that's all chrome and then it has the chrome mesh. I think that looks the best. But this is definitely gonna tide me over because this looks really good. And now we are back where it all started and got 3 good looking front ends. Should we take the black part off of Larry's bumper and do that chrome trim on it? Or do you think that'd be too much chrome on here? I wish, maybe we just need to go to a junkyard and find another one of these bumpers. Y'all definitely leave me some feedback down below. Let me know what you want to see next on Earl, Larry, and Baby Squat. I don't really know which one to focus my time on. I like just jumping around between them, and y'all seem to like that as well. Got to do the tent at some point for sure. I've had it for like a month or 2 now, but with crappy weather, it being cold, me having a full-time job and only being able to film on the weekends, I don't always get to do what I want. So we're gonna get that at some point. Even if I guess I have to do it in the basement, I will, but I like doing it outside so you can see better. That way you can actually do the tent best as possible. Anyways, with that being said, hopefully y'all did enjoy. Definitely comment down below. Let me know what you want to see next with Earl and all the other trucks, and I will see y'all in the next one.